G'day mates, how the bloody hell are yous? Thanks for tuning in today guys. And first and foremost man, I got to give a massive shout out to Thunder for allowing me to come up here on TSG and broadcast to you guys and be able to have a commentary in front of a couple of thousand different people and an audience that I would never come across before. Man, what you do up here on TSG, man, what you've done for so many people, it's absolutely awesome, man. I fully respect what you do, brother, and thank you so much for allowing me to come up here today and be able to post up on your channel here over on TSG. Alright, so there's a couple of different things I want to talk about today, right? Now, one, obviously, I'm a Call of Duty commentator, man. You guys can gather from my accent, I am from Australia, man. So something a little bit different for you guys. And you know what? You don't hear of any big Australian YouTuber Call of Duty commentators, man. Basically because there are none. There are no decent ones that I've come across anyway. You know, there's a couple of girls that put their tits out and all that sort of shit, man. But when it comes to commentating and talking about gameplay, man, and actually talking about the game and what matters and what's involving and what's coming up, man, they're about 2 miles of dog shit, man, in my opinion, man. And I tell you what, I want to be the first dude that gets over 1,000 subs on my channel that has done it the hard way, has done it the original way by talking bullshit, talking about the game, man, telling you guys some awesome stories, man, and just getting over on it, man, instead of just flashing some tits and ass and getting out of it. You don't get me wrong, man, I love tits and ass just like anybody else, man, but you know what, I want to be the first dude that actually gets over as a commentator, and you know what, hopefully you guys can help me out today. So obviously the hype train's on as far as Black Ops 3 is going at the moment, and I've tried to stick away for it. This is only going to be my second video where I'm actually talking about Black Ops 3, baby. Now, the reason why this been is basically because there's so many people talking about it at the moment, man, and I've sort of kept my channel back a little bit differently, just trying to tell some awesome stories and shit like that, and just trying to stay away from the bullshit, man, and if you get what I mean on a biblical sense. But you know, a lot of people are using SEO keywords and all that sort of shit to try and get over, man, and try and do their growth. And you know what, if you know what, that's what you got to do, man, you know what, that's what you got to do. For me, Black Ops 3 needs to be a success for this franchise, right? Now, I'm happy that it's a Black Ops game that's coming out this year, man. I really am. I'm stoked with that, man. Black Ops 1 is my favourite Call of Duty of all time. No if, buts, maybes about it, man. It's the game I had the most fun with different buddies and that sort of thing, man. And, you know what, competing in the Stray War, Clan Wars sort of deal back in the day, man, before Clan Wars actually come into the game and that sort of thing, man. But it needs to go back, man. It's such a shame it's not going to be boots on the ground, man. I really wanted boots on the ground for this one. And, you know what, a couple of different people have used that expression before, so I apologize if I'm stealing it, man, but this game really needed boots on the ground, I think, to be successful. So obviously by now we know that's not going to happen, right? So for me, man, there's 4 things that they need to do to get this game right. Now, what they need to do, obviously, is have balanced guns instead of having 2 or 3 guns in a game. That just, you know, it's completely OP, man, and it's 2 miles of dog shit, that crap. Alright, from that, they need to have some decent kill streaks again, man. Have the kill streaks balanced. Kill streaks got to be balanced as hell. The last 2 games, Advanced Warfare, COD Ghost, man, they've been 2 miles of dog shit. We all know that. That's, you know, it's like my favourite expression, that thing. But, you know what, they need to have some decent maps, man, because let's face it, the maps have been boring as fuck in the last couple of games, man. I mean, what the hell is with Stonehaven on Ghost, man? I mean, it takes you 10 minutes to run around just to get a goddamn kill in that thing. Unless you had Riley barking up your ass, man, and that's a whole nother fucking story again. So to me, the final and most important factor of this game has to be the maneuverability on this thing, man. It cannot be like this bullshit on Advanced Warfare, man. I tell you what, this whole grappling thing, it's fun, it's cool. I got my spidey senses going on, man, and it's all tingling on all shit like that, man. But you know what, they gotta, this whole EXO thing, man, they gotta get rid of it. I don't know what exactly they're gonna do as far as the movements goes. It hasn't been fully released. We've heard a few different rumors and whatnot, but this whole boost jumping, fucking EXO abilities bullshit, man. If they eliminate all that shit, then you know what, whatever the hell's going on, it could be pretty goddamn cool, man. And let's face it, Treyarch makes the best COD games, man. You know what, no disrespect to COD 4, man. That's the whole thing that got me hooked on the whole franchise, man. Playing since back then. But you know what, Treyarch make the best games, man. The Black Ops games are the best games. And I think that's what's going to be the most important thing about this whole franchise and this series coming together, man. And how they're going to get this thing right is that there's a developer out there that has success as far as the COD franchise is concerned. And you know what, a lot of people may disagree with me, whatever, man. You know what, this is my opinions and all thoughts on that sort of thing. But you know what, going back to Black Ops 1, man, is still, in my opinion, the greatest Call of Duty of all time. Now, moving on from that topic right now, the one thing the whole Call of Duty franchise has done for us is value for money, man. Anybody who's an adult, who's above 18, you know what, somebody who's in their 20s or 30s, man, you're going to relate to exactly what I'm talking about here. Now, I'm not talking about buying all the DLC and all the attachments and all the camos and all that sort of bullshit, man. I'm talking about value for money as far as entertainment purposes go. You look at how many hours you can put into a Call of Duty game, man, and how much fun you can have with it. Now, for us, it's $100 Australian normally to buy the game, man, and normally about 50, 60 bucks Australian, which is, you know, probably about $40 American to buy the DLC and that sort of thing, man. And I can tell you what, man, it is such an easy night out for me, and my generation of the average multiplayer gamer in this country is 33 years old, man. I'm 32, man. I'm 32 and I'm still playing games because my generation grew up that shit since the Atari, the Commodore 64, the Sega Mega Drive, all that sort of bullshit. But you know what? It's a hell of a lot cheaper for us to come home and have a few beers with a few boys that are around my fucking age, you know. And you know, we can sit there, we can have a 10-pack, or we can have 20 beers or something like that, man. We can talk shit on the microphone, have a hell of a lot of fun, take the absolute living piss out of each other, man. And I tell you what, that is something that gaming has done right, man, because it is so much cheaper in value for money. To stay at home, it's a lot safer. You're not going to get any punch-ups or anything like that, man. Going out to clubs and nightclubs, man. Man, I did that shit when I was in my 20s, man. We all go through that sort of stage, and any of you young whippersnappers out there, man, you're going to go through that when you're younger, when you're a little bit older, sorry, man, when you're a little bit older. But as far as value for money, man, I tell you what, that's one thing the COD franchise has absolutely got right, and there is nobody else can take that away from it. Anyway, man, massive shout out to Thunder. Thank you so much for you guys listening to my video today, man. Say hello to your mum for me. Boston out.